Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zhang here, and today I'm back with another episode of Road to Ranked, where I climb the online VGC 15 ladder. Still sticking with the same team as the previous two episodes. Yesterday's episode was the longest episode of Road to Ranked we've had yet, but if you have not seen that, definitely check it out. They were two really intense games, and I think there were a lot of lessons to be learned from it. But we're just gonna hop right back onto the ladder, currently with the rating of 1772, still trying to come back after falling a good amount. Like, we were at 1860 at one point, and we fell down, obviously not in the 1700s, high 1700s, so hopefully we can hit 1800s by the end of this episode, and then start our climb all the way back to the 1900s. But Blue from Japan, with the rating of 1714, is going to be our first opponent of the day, with Kangaskhan, Landers, T, Sylveon, Bisharp, Thundurus, and Gengar. Very standard looking team for sure. Is like what we call the Battle Spot Special, where it's just like, really typical Pokemon. Nothing against that, obviously. These are all very powerful and threatening Pokemon. So let's see. I do definitely like leading Gengar. I feel like he's going to lead with Kangaskhan, though. So, actually, I like Gengar Amoonguss a lot. Or maybe I should have Amoonguss in the back, predicting a Fake Out onto the Gengar. Gengar and... You know what? I'm gonna go Gengar Bisharp, I think. Maybe not. Predicting leads is always difficult. Gengar and... Terrakion, maybe? Actually, Terrakion's really solid, yeah. Honestly, Mega Mence is not very good in this match, because it gives Bisharp the Defiant boost. It can get Thunder Wave by Thundurus. It can't hit it for really much damage, so I'm not even sure if I want to bring Mega Mence in this match. So Gengar, Terrakion... I think I'm gonna go Amoonguss and Bisharp. Not gonna want to bring Sylveon just because he's got Bisharp, Kangaskhan, both which can just knock it out with super effective attacks. Or not Kangaskhan, but it can just return / double edge. And my Sylveon isn't the most bulky. It's a damage roll, but double edge basically KOs it. Mence. Do I want to keep Mence and Sylveon out? Yeah, I am. So I'm going to go Gengar, Terrakion, Amoonguss, Bisharp. I like having Amoonguss in the back because with Rocky Helmet, I can often bait Fake Outs into it and then get some free damage onto it. But we'll see. I feel like Gengar performs really well against my opponent's entire team, but given how offensive his team is, he can easily take me down in a couple of hits. So we're going to see Thundurus and Gengar coming out here. So this is actually really perfect for me since I went Gengar, Terrakion. So I'm very pleased with how my lead matchup is, just because Terrakion is like the perfect Pokemon to have out right now. Now I think I'm just gonna Icy Wind and Rock Slide this first turn. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that. That way I can break a potential Sash. He goes for the T-Wave into Gengar. Okay, so if he goes for the Will-O-Wisp into Terrakion, since I have the Lumberry, that's not going to affect me. Oh, he just goes for a Shadow Ball though into Terrakion? Interesting. Fortunately connecting with Icy Wind there, that's awesome. It's gonna go a long way in... Oh, now I do outspeed the Gengar, which is great. And since he didn't Shadow Ball my Gengar, I can outspeed him next turn, and Icy Wind and Rock Slide both connect, which is pretty rare to see, but I'm gonna be able to get a ton of damage off this first turn, enough to KO both of my opponent's Pokemon with Rock Slide this following turn, so definitely a really solid first turn here for me. He's probably going to T-Wave the Terrakion now, but of course I've got the Lumberry, so I'm not really worried about that. So let's see, I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Gengar, just because he might want to switch it out into Terrakion. Or not Terrakion, Bisharp, and I'm just going to Rock Slide once again. He really just can't stop this Terrakion right now, so I'm super happy I decided to lead with it. Especially with Lumberry, like, if I didn't have Lumberry, I'd be... a lot more threatened with this lead matchup. Okay, he just protects with Gengar though. That's perfect for me. He's probably going to T-Wave the, Terrakion, but I've got that Lumberry, so not going to affect me since I'm just going to eat up the Lumberry and I should KO the Thundurus with a Rock Slide. As long as I don't miss. So Rock Slide coming out here, and it does connect with Thundurus, so that's great. I got rid of one of the more annoying threats, especially because Thundurus can taunt my Amoonguss, which I've got in the back. And he's definitely got Mega Kangaskhan, and Mega Kangaskhan can't really deal with Amoonguss too well, as the Gengar did reveal Protect there. Obviously, you see my Gengar set, I don't run Protect, but it is definitely a good move on Gengar. I personally just like having all full support. So we've seen Protect and Shadow Ball. Curious as to what the last two moves are. Could be a combination of, obviously, the attacks I run, as we're going to see a Lander switch in here. But this is fine with me, actually. Though, So the thing is, if he chooses to Earthquake, that allows my Gengar to get an Icy Wind off. If he chooses to Rock Slide, though, I can just KO. So you know what? I'm just gonna Icy Wind and... See, the thing is, though, I kind of want to save Terrakion because he might have Kangaskhan in the back. That's my main worry. But you know what? I'm just gonna... Icy Wind, and... I think I should switch out to Amoonguss to scout out for his item. Or I could just Protect here. Let's see. I kind of just want to Rock Slide here, though, especially since he protected last turn. You know what? I'm just going to Rock Slide. Okay, he does just go for Earthquake, so he is Scarfed. This is fine as long as I get this Icy Wind off. If I get it off, I think I'm going to basically win. I was expecting Scarfs, but I should have played safer. I think if I just switched out to Amoonguss there, I basically would have had it locked up. But let's see. I really hope Icy Wind can connect here. So he does go for the Shadow Ball, so hoping for no full paralysis here. Let's see. Will Gengar get the Icy Wind off? Oh, that's like the most inconvenient of paralysis. Oh my gosh, that really stinks. Okay, so I'm gonna bring in Amoonguss, and yeah, I was banking off the worst case scenario. It's like, okay, even if he is Scarfed and gets the Earthquake off, that's fine, but obviously that didn't end up working out. So I'm just gonna Icy Wind again because given that he's locked into Scarf, he's either got to stay in or switch out with that Landers, and I'm just gonna Spore that spot. And if it switches out, you know, that's great because I've got Bisharp in the back, but that full paralysis definitely hurt. I feel like if I just got an Icy Wind off there, it would have been game. He's not gonna switch out though. Okay, that's fine. So if I can get the Spore off, everything's perfectly alright. As Amoonguss takes that like a champ. He goes for a Sludge Bomb into Amoonguss. Okay, this is really good. Oh, Gengar gets the Icy Wind off. That's great. Let's see, will it knock out his Gengar? It will. And wow, look at all that damage it does to Landers. And I get to put it to sleep. Okay, so things are looking alright once again. And I do get the Spore off against his Landers as well. But I presume Kangaskhan's my opponent's last one, so this is still definitely not over. Let's see, though. Let's see. If it's, like, Sylveon, I'm good. But, nah, it is going to be that Kangaskhan. Yeah, it's definitely going to be Kangaskhan. Let's see. I feel like... Okay, well, he basically has to knock out Amoonguss here. So, I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Kangaskhan and switch Amoonguss out into Bisharp. Yeah. This way, I can Rage Powder Kangaskhan's potential attacks the following turn. I don't know, this is really intense. Okay, let's see. Bisharp comes in. Kang's gonna Mega Evolve. If he predicted that and went for a Fighting type attack onto the Amoonguss, I will, it would be the hardest of reads from my opponent. Let's see. Okay, he went for Ice Punch into... Oh, the Gengar slot. Good play, good play. Man, I should have Spored there then. Wow. Oh, this is getting really intense as Landers takes a turn of sleep. See, the sleep turns here are what really concern me. So I get a free switch into Amoonguss, but... Definitely Rage Powdering here. Maybe I shouldn't Rage Powder. Okay, well, let's see. I can definitely Sucker Punch the Landers for a knockout. And if he attacks Amoonguss here with an Ice type, he's probably going to go for the Ice Punch. But the thing is, I can't afford to protect Amoonguss and let him get a Fighting type attack against the Bisharp. But I don't know, he's really got an Ice Punch right now. So if I just protect and Sucker Punch the Landers here, I'm basically good. And I can't afford not Sucker Punching it because if it wakes up, then I'm done for. Oh man, do I protect Amoonguss here? I really think he's gonna go for it. Like, the Rage Powder's just so obvious. Okay, I went for it. I went for the Protect Sucker Punch. If he reads into... I don't know, man. Let's see. Okay, Sucker Punch should knock out Landers here. What did Kangaskhan go for? Oh, the moment of truth. Okay, I went for the Ice Punch. Good. So that's basically gonna ensure game. I know that was a really risky play, but the thing is, had I gone for the Rage Powder and he went for a fighting type attack, it would have been a loss for him for sure. So that's why I felt pretty safe making the play I did. So now I can just Rage Powder and just Sucker Punch, yeah. And with the Rocky Helmet damage and another Sucker Punch the following turn, I should be good. Yep, so Life Orb Sucker Punch coming out here against Mega Kang. Wow, look at all that damage. As he does go for an Ice Punch into Amoonguss. It's interesting to see another Ice Punch Kangaskhan after we faced one in Road to Rank yesterday. And yeah, that Rocky Helmet's damage is going to do a ton. So now it's in Sucker Punch KO range. Though if he has Fake Out or Sucker Punch himself, he could potentially try to stall out my Sucker Punch PP. So, he might have some mind games going on right now. I do have 6 PP though, so I'm just going to go for it here. Let's see if he has it or not. Oh, he is going for Fake Out. Oh my gosh. Oh, the mind games. Okay, I think I have 5 PP left. He's going for it again. 4 now. Okay, I think I'm going to use 2 more, and if he continues to do it, then I'm going to Iron Head. But there's no reason not to right now. I don't want to risk it. It's too early on. Oh my gosh, this is really... Oh, again! The reads! The reads! He also might expect me just to have 5 PP, so that would be 5, so I'm going to go for it again. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! Again! Do I just attack now? Alright, I'm going for the Iron Head. Oh my god. If he calls it correctly, all these turns, I'm gonna freak. Will my opponent call? Oh, this is so tense. Maybe I should have just Sucker Punched again, but I only have 2 PP left. Oh, here we go, here we go. I don't know, maybe my opponent didn't count correctly either, but if he just goes for a fighting type attack, he's taking a while to make his move, so... Okay, he just went for the Fake Out. So Bishop's gonna get the Iron Head, and it's gonna knock out Kangaskhan. That was a very, very intense finish to the game. Wow, great game to my opponent there. Not much more to say. I mean, it was just a really fantastic match overall, I thought. Like, I felt like I had a really fantastic lead, and then the, And then I really lost momentum when Scarf Landers came out and just Earthquaked my Terrakion to a KO. And then, of course, the full paralysis on Gengar that one turn. But luckily enough, I was able to get another Icy Wind off. But, man, that was a really, really good game. And my opponent definitely got the better of me when he went for the target onto Gengar instead of the Amoonguss, which ended up working out alright. But we're going to look for another battle as we jump to 1786, so 1 to 2 games away from hitting 1800 again, which is nice. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how intense that last match was, though. I mean, like, it's very rare when you get into those kind of fights for the Sucker Punch person to lose, as Comp ETNY from Australia with a rating of 1746 is going to be our second opponent of the day. I actually ran into him yesterday, but my battle spot dropped, or because my Wi-Fi was so bad, if you may remember. Not yesterday, 2 days ago, excuse me. But he's got a team of Thundurus, Landorus, Metagross, Suicune, Breloom, and Entei. So the Entei is really interesting. Lots of legendaries there, but really strong team in general. Now let's see. I think I'm going to want to lead with Gengar once again. I don't know. I definitely don't have the matchup advantage in this matchup, that's for sure. I kind of want to go Gengar Sylveon. He doesn't really have any good answers to Sylveon, bar the Metagross, but then he's definitely gonna... That's definitely Mega Metagross, and he would just protect the first turn to avoid the burn onto it. So I think I'm gonna go Gengar Sylveon, yeah. In the back, I want Mence. Amoonguss is nice against Landorus and Suicune, but he's got Entei and Breloom and Metagross, so I probably don't want to bring it. Terrakion's not really too great here, so I think as basically by elimination, I have to bring Bisharp. I really don't like my matchup in this, though. I feel like he's just got a lot of stronger and bulkier Pokemon. Suicune, especially with Tailwind, Paralysis from the Thunder Wave, Thundurus. Breloom is just really annoying to deal with in general, so we'll see how this goes. But I've actually played him a bunch on Battlespot before. So it should be exciting. And Australia is definitely one of the more interesting countries in VGC since they only started competing, I think, in 2013. But they're already having quite the impact after one of their players made it into the top 8 of Worlds last year. Metagross and Entei come out here, which is really bad for me. That's like a terrible matchup. Okay, so he's probably going to protect Metagross first turn, so I think I'm just going to Sludge Bomb the Entei and switch out Sylveon to Bisharp? But he might just target that slot with a fire type attack. Oh man, this is not a good lead. I do want to switch out into Bisharp, but he might just like Flare Blitz that spot, that's the thing. I don't even know what kind of Entei he's running, so maybe I should just Hyper Voice. I don't know, I really want to switch out here though. Maybe into Mence? You know what, I feel like he's going to target down Gengar. So, I'm going to switch into Mence. Get the Intimidate off against Entei. Bringing Sylveon as a lead was terrible. Okay, so I bring out Mence. Yeah, had I like led with Mence, it actually would have been really nice since I could have just Will-O-Wisp Metagross and Dragon Dance his first turn, and then that would be really good. Metagross does Mega Evolve though, so expecting a Protect here, just to make sure he doesn't get burned. But maybe he predicted my target into the Entei. Okay, he does go for the Protect though. Yeah, it's pretty common for a Mega Metagross to Protect just to get that speed boost. So I did get the Sludge Bomb off against Entei, so I predicted that correctly, but I'm still just not in a great position. As he goes for the Sacred Fire onto, yeah, the Gengar slot. Does not KO me or burn me. Well, of course I have Sash. Sludge Bomb did so much damage to that Entei there, as it heals back a bit from leftovers. But you know what? That's fine. I'll take that. Let's see. Alright, so that ended up playing out alright. Like, that's as good of a first turn as I'll get here. Now I'm going to... Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Metagross, Mega Evolve, and Protect. If he targets down my Gengar with an attack, fine. I get a free switch into the Bisharp in the back. Entei switches out, which is fine by me. What's coming in here, though? Landorus, good switch. That makes me sad I didn't get Bisharp in here in time, but let's see what he goes for. I think the Metagross predicted my Protect from Salamence, though, so perhaps I could have played a bit better and Dragon Danced up there. But in the chance that he does target just my Salamence, I get the free burn on Metagross, so we'll see. And I'm thinking I should have Dragon Danced there, yeah. Oh wow, I'm actually faster than the Metagross, so it's not the Jolly variant I was expecting, which is great news for me since I just burned it. He does go for Iron Head, okay, into the Gengar. But, I keep on forgetting this actually let Metagross and Gengar speed tie, so he actually may very well still be max speed. And I was so close to Icy Winding there too, man. I really was, but I'll take it. So I'm going to bring out Bisharp here. And I actually feel pretty good about my position right now. I'm going to Protect and Dragon Dance, I think. Yeah. I want to scout out what item this Landorus is, because if it moves before Salamence, it's Scarfed. If not, faster. Metagross switches out. Okay, what's coming in here? Into Suicune. Alright. I don't mind that, especially since I didn't go for the Sucker Punch into Suicune, expecting a potential switch out. So Bisharp protects here. Let's see if Landorus Rock Slides and predicts this Protect, though. Oh, he went for the Superpower, even better. And I do get my Dragon Dance up, so that's perfect. Now it's interesting, though, because Suicune can go for a Tailwind, and man, these Suicunes are just racking face everywhere. Okay, I feel like his best play here is to Tailwind with Suicune and to Superpower Bisharp once again. I don't think I can... Actually, I should be able to knock out Landorus with a Double Edge. So, you know what? I'm just going to knock off Suicune and Double Edge Landorus. He actually switches out, which is even better for me. Oh, but he might have just Ice Beamed here. But it's okay, Entei's going to get knocked out. He basically is forced to switch the Landorus back in, which is going to give me the Defiant boost. So the real question is here whether he went for the Tailwind or not. Regardless, though, I actually feel pretty good about my position. So I do knock out the Entei. Does he go for... Oh, yes, he does go for Tailwind. Okay, not bad, not bad. Especially because this Bisharp threatens the Metagross and the Landorus in the back so much. Wow, and I do over 50% there with the knockoff. Bisharp is so powerful, Life Orb. And Suicunes tend to be more defensively bulky like the ones I've run in the past. So I'm in a really good position right now because he's forced to bring in Metagross or Landorus, and he's gonna bring in Landorus, so that's just gonna give me the Defiant boost outright, which, hey, I'm not gonna complain about. And I'm definitely double protecting this next turn to scout. Actually, no, I could also... Yeah, he's not gonna Earthquake himself. Like, he's got a Superpower or Rock Slide. But I'll double protect here. Scout out what he's gonna go for. Now, I do have to be careful, because I kind of need this Bisharp to knock out the Metagross in the back, because I have Sylveon, which does well against Landorus and Suicune, so I was thinking maybe I should have switched out Salamence to Sylveon here. But I want to scout out what attack he's locking himself into. He is going to lock himself into Superpower. Okay, going for the Ice Beam into Mence. So, what I could actually do here is just Sucker Punch Suicune, and... Okay, so I could switch out Bisharp to Sylveon, but then he can just Ice Beam Mence for a KO, so I think I should Sucker Punch Suicune and just Double Edge the Landorus. Or I could actually Dragon Dance. The question, I don't know if I can knock out Landorus with a Life Orb Sucker Punch at +1, since he might be bulky, so I don't want to take that risk. This is really intense. Okay, you know what? Here's what I'm just gonna Sucker Punch Suicune and Double Edge Landorus. If he goes for Superpower, I'll just KO him. Oh, but he has Protect on Suicune. I wasn't sure whether he had that or not. Oh, that makes things a lot worse. Man. I didn't think he had it. I really didn't think he had it. So he knocks out Bisharp there. Well, this is interesting now. This is interesting. Double Edge should knock out the Landorus here, but I was thinking I should have Dragon Danced there, I think. It does knock it out, yeah. So, man, I'm not sure if Sucker Punch would have KO'd, so maybe I should have just gone for it. Because if I just Sucker Punched KO'd the Landorus, I would have won, but now... this is bad. As Metagross comes in. And I'm pretty sure he'll still KO Sylveon despite being burned. Let's see. Well, I really feel like I messed up there. Okay. So I get Sylveon in. I'm just gonna Hyper Voice and Protect here. I don't really have any better options. All he has to do is Ice Beam and Iron Head though, so... I don't know. Unless I can somehow survive this Iron Head, I think I'm a goner. So let's see. Will Sylveon be able to take an Iron Head? It won't. Oh, it was a crit, so I'm not sure, but I don't think I would have been able to survive it. As he does go for the Ice Beam right into Mence there. Okay. Okay. Tailwind peters out. If I were him, I'd protect Suicune and attack with Metagross. Maybe I can Dragon Dance and... or I could just Double Edge. Yeah, I would definitely protect with Suicune and attack with Metagross. So I'm hoping maybe if I EQ here plus the burn damage, he'll get KO'd, then I can win off a Double Edge the following turn. So I think that's the play I'm going for at this rate. So let's see if Suicune... Oh, he doesn't even protect with Suicune. Yeah, that's going to be game. Yeah, it wouldn't have even been close. As Metagross goes for the Iron Head onto Mence. And Ice Beam. So... I actually could have Double Edged Suicune there and just Earthquake won the following turn. So I'm thinking that's actually I should have gone for that too. Man, I messed up this endgame really badly. That was a mistake. So I think the first mistake I made was not switching in Sylveon once Tailwind went up, just because Sylveon is so much better against Landorus and Suicune than Salamence or Bisharp would have been. I felt good that oh wow, connection dropped there, probably on my opponent's end. Not sure, but yeah, I can't stress out, like, I was in such an advantageous position, and then I just kind of choked it away, so that was a poor endgame on my point. I, like, didn't really fully consider what could have happened in the end, and I also wasn't expecting the Suicune to carry Protect, because if he didn't have Protect, then I would have just knocked it out, and it would have burned Mega Metagross and a burned, so it would have just been a burned Mega Metagross against Salamence and Sylveon, and he wouldn't have been able to win that matchup. Also, in the end, I was perhaps thinking a bit too much, because had I been able to just Double Edge Suicune, I could have knocked it out. Then Metagross would not have knocked me out with with the Iron Head. I could have protected the following turn, and then Earthquake would have been a single target attack. So it would have made things a lot closer, but honestly, I was expecting the Suicune Protect, and I think I gained myself a bit too much there. just because, you know, the obvious move for me there was to just double edge into Suicune, so I thought he would protect an Iron Head, ensuring that he would win. But I read a bit too much into it, and that was once again one of those 50-50 plays. And in retrospect, I also could have Sucker Punched the Landorus, but I just wasn't sure how bulky and invested he was, so that was also a misplay on my end. But yeah, it was a really intense match, as the first match was really good today too. So 2 really great matches once again, which is always great. Been splitting the games 1-1 the last 2 days, so hopefully I can pick up more wins in the future. But you know what, it's always great to just feature great games. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. As always, leave a like if you did, and I will see you tomorrow. Alright, peace.